Alright, so there's a quick guide into how to make a simple DayZ server. First of all, you're going to want to either get yourself a host, like on a website like Nitrado, or get yourself like a VPS, like this one. Recommended is at least 6 cores, 2 for the OS, 4 for the game. Pretty simple stuff. Right, let's get into it. To start with, we're going to go and get ourselves DayZ server. We're not going to do it Steam CMD way, we're going to do it this way, simple this way. That would download that. Now that's ready, we're just going to right click on it here, properties, local files, browse local files, go back, see we've got DayZ server there, just going to copy that, go to our C drive, put it straight on our C, paste it in. You can say this is creating a double of it and whatnot, but it's better to have it out of the file structure and just in the single, so then you're straight to C and then into DayZ server, so you've got a single command there. Next thing we're going to do is we're just going to actually create a new little folder, and we're going to call it our profile folder. And inside the profile folder, we're going to take our CFG, our DayZ server CFG, and we're going to paste that into there. There's a link in the description for where to download this basic CFG. You're also going to want to download Notepad++, but I'll leave a link for that too. And you're just going to change some basic things like your server name, my tutorial server, and whatnot. The amount of max players that you want to be able to have in your game, the password to your server if you don't want people to be able to join it, different profiles for different maps you might put in later on, which I'll do a tutorial on how to make a different map another time. Your login queue, and if it's going to update, what time the server starts, and if people have crosshairs in third person. Also is done in here. Just going to save that up now. So that's your profile. Then we also want, we got one here already, but don't use that one. Keep that one away. Use the one I downloaded. Stick that into a profile folder. Then there's also a start bat in the description too. Paste that into there, and we're going to edit some parameters in here. These are important. So we're going to want to take our location of our file there, and we're going to change it in here. Change the entire thing like that. Profiles, we're going to do this, and then we're going to put another backslash on it, and we're going to call it profile, or profile. We're always going to run x64, unlike Arma. You can change your port if you want to. You don't need to. We're going to change our pathing for the config into our profile folder instead. Just keeps things a little bit more neat inside of there. And we're going to save that quick. So now if we run this, it should run the server. As you can see it's starting. This is our what's called our watchdog, and that watches to see if the server is going off or not, if it's gone down or whatnot. So you can see as we're reading mission now, it'll take a minute to read the mission. It's like setting up all your players and where they're going to spawn, etc., what spawn gear and whatnot. It's just reading those parameters. As you can see, it says initializing offline, loading data core. That means it's perfectly good. Everything's now loading in, so it's now creating map group clusters, which is where all your loot will spawn. And here we go. So now there's obviously in the basic loot there's a lot of vehicle parts, so it finds it hard to place things, but it will place enough of them. So now this will run after, now you've done that. And it's just telling you what the server FPS is. So that's not actual frames per second, that's something called CPS instead for a server. And it will tell you what memory you've used as well. It will keep doing that, and it will tell you how many players are on there. It's pretty good. But yeah. So if you've got any questions, put them in the comments below.